morning, Abby, it's Monday, and a lot of times in television, they will have this thing called filler episodes, where, like, the writers need their show to be a certain amount of episodes long, but they can't get it to be that amount of episodes long with the main story, so they just kind of make up a bunch of crap and throw it into one episode and just call it an episode, even though it has nothing to do with anything that's been going on up to this point. This is a filler video. Hello, it's Molly from the future who is wearing a different shirt, because Molly from the past had some different ideas about how she wanted to go about certain things in this part of the video, but they have changed since I have recorded that video, so now you get future Molly having to re-record stuff very awkwardly. Okay, so here's the thing. I have the Every Which Way Season 3 retrospective scripted completely. The entire thing's done. But that video is going to be a two-parter, because Season 3 has a whole heck of a lot going on. But the thing is, I recently started going back to this thing called school, and as a result, I don't have infinite free time anymore. So I'm sorry, but I literally just cannot make those videos, because I'm just not going to have time to record them, edit them. I'm just not going to have time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my full script for both of those videos in the description of this video, and if you care, you can read it there and find out my thoughts on Every Which Way Season 3 and find out what other stupidity happened. One thing to note about that script, though, is that when I write these scripts, I don't, like, write them in, like, formal writing language. I guess, like, when you write, like, a research paper for a class or something, obviously you use different language than, like, when you're actually speaking. I write these scripts in the language that I use when I'm actually speaking. So if you actually read that script, you're going to see, like, the word like used a lot, and, like, so, okay, like, all the classic Molly phrases that I, like, overuse all the time in my videos, those are all gonna be in there, and it'll probably be weird to, like, read that in, like, a textual format instead of just hearing me say it. So, like, keep that in mind. That might be a little bit of a weird experience to have, but yeah, that's going to be in the description if you care at all. And now I'm going to cut back to past Molly quite awkwardly, because the thing is, when she was talking about something else, and then that kind of led into my next thought process for this video. So the first half of her sentence, like, isn't going to make any sense, so just kind of ignore that. Okay, awkward cut back to past Molly in 3, 2, 1... However, this video was written in a very, very short amount of time, so it's probably about to just go full Friendhood 2.0 and just devolve into me pointing out random things about my environment that you guys probably can't even see or care about. I can tell that my mom vacuumed in this room recently, because, like, you guys can't see the floor, of course, but, like, usually there's, like, a bunch of paper cluttered all over it. But, like, and that's what I've become accustomed to for this room. But, like, the paper isn't there anymore, and it feels super weird. This entire week has felt weird because there's been a bunch of mishaps with people's schedules not being right, so people keep appearing and disappearing from classes. And, like, honestly, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm just going to the room where they tell me to go and hoping that things turn out good. And it doesn't help that there's a bunch of new teachers, and, like, I'm not even a freshman, so you'd think that wouldn't be a problem, but we lost, like, 10 teachers last year, so now there's a bunch of new people, and I'm just like, who are you? Nothing against the new teachers, though. They all seem pretty chill. I get to take an animation class this year, which I'm really excited about, as I may want to go into animation when I get older. Maybe, I don't know. I'm keeping my options open. Right now, we're just, like, storyboarding our first project, except we're not calling it storyboarding for some reason. And I'm discovering that with art, I have this complex where, like, I want my art to be, like, have, like, clean, hard lines and be super detailed and stuff, but at the same time, I hate doing details and hard lines and all that. So as a result, I do detailed art when it's supposed to be rough, and rough art when it's supposed to be detailed. If that makes, like, any sense at all. It probably doesn't. It's probably just me being weird, but I'm fine with that. Yesterday, I woke up at, like, 5 in the morning, and I could not get back to sleep no matter what I did, so I just kind of laid in my bed drawing Be More Chill characters on the doodle board that I still have for some reason. Y'all know what a doodle board is, right? Y'all have seen one of these before, right? Like, please don't tell me that I'm the only person who had one of these as a kid. Actually, I think I had two as a kid. I had another one that was, like, smaller so that you could, like, carry it around if you, like, in the car or something, and it was Barbie themed, but I'm pretty sure that I don't have that one anymore. This pen here is, like, magnetic to this board, so you can just, like, draw and stuff, and... Well, I'm sorry, I can't, like, look at the board to see what the heck I'm doing, so this is probably a mess. However, you can't really get super detailed, and, like, you can't really do coloring at all. Like, if I can do, like, a solid... Hold on, give me a second. I need to actually look at what I'm doing here. Okay, so, like, with this blob here, if you look, like, I can't do, like, any sort of solid coloring with this at all, because the thingies just like to move around, and they just, like, refuse to do any sort of solid coloring, and my hand is in the way, and I can't see... Whatever, you just have to take my word for it, because this is getting frustrating. Also, this, like, handle thing on the side actually comes out to reveal a drawer, and I believe in this drawer there were, like, these magnets that are in these shapes that you're seeing here, so that you could, like, put shapes on the board if you didn't feel like drawing them. I don't think I have the magnets anymore, though. I'm sorry. Now I really want someone to, like, try and recreate some sort of famous work of art on a doodle board. Like, imagine someone perfectly recreating the Mona Lisa on this thing. You can use this little doohickey on the side to erase. Oh, and also this thing is made of cheap plastic, so it's very loud. Okay, so I looked up some doodle boards on Google Images because I have no life, and it turns out that, like, nowadays you can get doodle boards that, like, let you draw in different colors and have thinner line sizes so that you can, like, do more details and do a bunch of cool stuff. And, like, honestly, I'm so jealous and offended. Like, why couldn't my childhood have that? All I have is this stupid thing that can only draw in black, and even then it can barely do that. If you look closely right about there, you'll see that there is something stuck inside the doodle board. That is because when I was an idiot kid in elementary school, I just tried to stick a Valentine's Day card in there. For some reason, like, I don't even remember why I did that, honestly. And basically, it's just stuck in there forever now, and I can't get it out. For the longest time, it jammed the little slider eraser at, like, right about here. So I, like, couldn't draw anything, like, right or on this part of the thing, or else I would just never be able to erase it. And it was, like, the most frustrating thing of my childhood. Honestly, I don't even know how it got unjammed. I think, like, just, like, a few months ago, I just picked it up just for the heck of it and, like, tried erasing it, and it just worked, and I was like, huh. As far as I remember, this thing was broken, but okay then. Anyway, enough about my stupid doodle board. Y'all probably don't care about it. Although that is reminding me that I do still have my childhood aquadoodle. Y'all know what an aquadoodle is, right? Basically, it's just this, like, mat that you roll onto your floor, and it comes with a pen, and you fill the pen up with water, and then you can use the pen to draw on the mat. And it's cool, okay? It's cool. My aquadoodle can only draw in blue, but apparently now there are colored aquadoodles as well, and, like, why does drawing technology for my generation suck so much? Like, I'm so upset. You know what drawing toy I always wanted as a kid but never had the opportunity to get? An Etch-a-Sketch. Like, I'm pretty sure that as a kid, the only reason I wanted one was because there was one in Toy Story, and I freaking loved Toy Story as a child. But, like, honestly, now, I just want one to, like, figure out how the darn thing works. Like, but it's just like a box, and but there's only two knobs, but then how do you draw with how? Oh, and when you Google search for Etch-a-Sketch, one of the first things that comes up is a recreation of the Mona Lisa done in an Etch-a-Sketch. So I guess I'm not the only person who had that idea. Oh, and someone also recreated the battle screen from one of the Gen 1 Pokemon games. That's more than I'm ever going to accomplish in my life. I Google image searched children's drawing toys just to see if I could keep this nostalgia-filled tangent going on. And one of the first pictures to come up was this. And now that we all have that nightmare fuel in our minds, I think we're going to end today's video. Question of the day, did you have any of these random drawing toys as a kid? And have you ever drawn anything awesome on an Etch-a-Sketch? Abby, don't let the nightmare fuel Wonder Woman steal your soul, and I'll see you on Friday.